Welcome to our course on the Unix CLI tool, Record My Desktop. In this video, we will be focusing on the --FPS flag. The --FPS flag stands for frames per second. This flag allows you to specify the number of frames you want to capture per second during your screen recording. The value you provide for this flag can be an integral or floating point number. The default value is 15, meaning that if you do not specify this flag, Record My Desktop will attempt to capture 15 frames per second. Now, let's see some examples of how to use the --FPS flag. In our first example, we will specify a frame rate of 10 frames per second. In this case, Record My Desktop will attempt to capture 10 frames per second during the screen recording. In our second example, we will specify a frame rate of 20 frames per second. Here, Record My Desktop will attempt to capture 20 frames per second during the screen recording. In our third example, we will specify a frame rate of 30 frames per second. In this case, Record My Desktop will attempt to capture 30 frames per second during the screen recording. Remember, the achievable frame rate is limited by your system's hardware and workload. So, even if you specify a high frame rate, your system may not be able to capture that many frames per second. That's all for this video on the --FPS flag in Record My Desktop. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please show your appreciation by hitting the like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our upcoming content.